Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So Virji, the question I have for you today is regarding the mind and its family. So once we've realized that we are truly the mind, then the question is, who is the mind's true family, and how does the mind recognize its family?
Okay, so Maharaj in Gurbani tells us that inside this body there are several different entities that are in existence which form a government in our body. And the mind is a part of that family. It's known as our Andarla Parwal, our spiritual family, our inner family. And that consists of Paramatma, Aap, such in the form of the Atma that's inside us.
Okay.
And then along with the Atma, there is different entities such as Dharmaraja, also known as Jamaraj when he is in control of, when the Dharmaraja is in control of the Jams, okay, the messengers of death. So the messengers of death are a part of that family as well. And then if we look even deeper through Gurbani, the messengers of death are actually Kam, Krodh and Ahankar, lust, anger, and ego. Now Maharaj also tells us along with those entities, then they have within this sarkar, within this family inside, they have also Kal, and then they have Kal and Trigun Maya, and that is the main members of the family. So basically each member has its own duties. For instance, along with the Dharmaraja, which I should have mentioned is the Chitragupt, they are the ones that basically follow our mind along to see what actions it's doing in this world. Maharaj says that our Paran, our life force, which is the air that we're breathing, is given to us by Paramatma. You know, Maharaj कहते हैं कि आपे करता कर कर वेखे देदा सास करा है, that Paramatma is looking at us and supporting us and sustaining us through that air, with that air they're giving us through our mouth. Now, Maharaj then tells us that Jisda Pind Paran hai, the one that's giving us the Paran, Jisda Pind Paran hai, tis ki sarkar, o kyun mano visari hai, har rakhi hai hirdayata. They say that Paramatma, in Gurbani Maharaj tells us that Paramatma is in charge of this family, and this family belongs to them. And why do we forget Paramatma, who's in charge of all of these beings and in charge of all of us? This family, and along with all our minds, is within every single body.
Okay.
So our bodies themselves, they're a universe within this vast universe. You know, Maharaj kehende hai, Jo Brahmande, Soi Pinde, Jo Khoje So Pave. That whatever is within this universe is actually inside our body. Okay. And whoever searches for whatever they want to find, they can find it within their body. And that search is done through Simran. You know, Maharaj kehende hai, Ram Ram Bol Bol Khojte Bad Pagi. And that's by doing Simran. So to discover that inner family, to actually see this family inside, a mind has to clear itself of thoughts by doing Simran Abhyas, by doing meditation on Nam, and by clearing the thoughts, then reaching that point where it meets such, Maharaj says that it can see everything inside. You know, Maharaj kehende hai ke kaya andar vast asankha, Gurumukh Sach Mile Ta Vekha. Naun darwaje dasਵੇਂ mukta anahad sabd bajavane. That when a person reaches such Paramatma, they can actually see inside the family that's inside, and they can see many other vastus, gifts that are inside this universe that's been put into our body. And basically, it's all key on how we're going searching. If we're trying to search outside in this universe is so vast that, for instance, that's what scientists do. They're actually searching deeper and deeper. They get to atoms, and then they get to protons, neutrons, electrons, and they try to go further than that. But because it's such a vast universe, they can't reach the truth through Drishtaman, through the physical world. they actually, if they want to reach the truth, if they want to reach God, or they want to see the power behind everything, which is Vaheguruji, then they should actually go within themselves and search. But the only way to do that is to clear your mind of thoughts, connect with that Naam, and meet such Paramatma, and then you can see everything that you want. That's why Maharaj says, Dasਵੇਂ ਦਵਾਰ ਰਹਿਤ ਕਰੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਭਵਨ ਸੋਜੀ ਪਾਏ. And then Maharaj says that you get all the soji, the knowledge from the Dasam Dwar, if you continuously stay there, of all the Tin Pavanas. To be more specific, so every Dharmaraja has its own duty. Dharmaraja is going to view the account for the mind as to where the swas were spent. Chitragupta, they follow the mind around, they tally up where the swas have been spent by the mind. And then the jams at the end, which are actually Kam, Krodha and Ahankar inside us. You know, Maharaj kehde hai ke Maya Moh Pret hai, that our mind became a ghost because it has attached itself to Maya, this illusion that we see outside. Maya Moh Pret hai, Kam, Krodha, Ahankara, e jam ki sarkar hai. They Kam, Krodha, Ahankar serve as jams, and they'll particularly do that duty when at the end of life they open the knot of air that binds our sukham, our invisible body, with this physical body at the nabi, at the navel point. When they release that knot, what will happen is our sukham forever is disconnected from this physical body, and our mind has to leave. That's what death is. And when our mind leaves at that point, what will happen is that the jams, if we haven't done Simran Abhyas, we don't know about Naam, we're going to end up within their grasp. And then they actually beat us all the way to Dargah, and they are the ones that we've befriended here while we're in the Dragon, and then they basically backstab us, they turn against us, they do all this so that they can have all the pleasure in life, and then they turn around and beat the mind. And then there's Kala as well. Kala has its own duty. Kala has a duty that it's going to make the mind play. You know, Maharaj kehta Kautak Kale Hukam Pathaya, that it's going to do Kautak, different types of plays, so that our mind is always distracted, doesn't look inside, always is looking outside, and is worrying about the physical relationships and within the world, is worrying about whatever's in Maya. Right? And not looking inside at all, and not looking towards God. Then, along with this Kal, then there's Maya. Maya has a similar duty as well. She's going to put the mind to sleep within thoughts. And those thoughts, they use the Kam, Krodha, Loma, Ahankar to generate those. Moh and jeda haga Lobh. Moh becomes the noose around the neck at the end when the jams take us, the messengers of death, and Lobh becomes chains in our feet at that time, and then they drag us along Kam, Krodha, Ahankar in the form of the jams. So these then as we mentioned, Vaheguruji is the Mukhi, the leader of this government, and they're in the form of the Atma inside. And the Atma is always trying to bring us towards Vaheguruji, because the Atma is directly connected to Vaheguruji. That's why Maharaj says that if we look at the Atma, if we remember the Atma, if we concentrate upon the Atma, then we meet Vaheguruji. You know, Maharaj says, Atam Chinya Paramatam Soy. So, in this Sankhep de vich, just a brief summary of what the inner family is like. Vaheguruji ka Khalsa, Vaheguruji ki